What is good? Welcome to TOPix number 2. Here we are. What's good, Trom? How we doing, bud? Oh, another day, another hot, I'm not gonna say beautiful, but super hot, sweaty day in Southern California, my brother. Like 111 every day this week. Too much for me. Yeah, not fun, man. Well, here we are, episode number 2. We're back. Great responses from episode 1. We got, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, everybody's popping off. Good reviews. I'm happy with it, man. What do you think so far? I agree, man. I'm glad we're here. Let's see here. They're saying they couldn't hear you. How about now, guys? Trom, you drop a word.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I know you're working now.
I want to hear about you, baby. I want you to hear me.
We're back in the mix. All right, we good. Little technical difficulties. Still lining
it's all right. It happens. It happens.
So anyways, Trom said, if you guys missed it, obviously you did. Trom said he's doing great. Trom's happy to be here. Looking awfully purple today.
Hey.
Look at that, man. I dig the lights, man.
Gotta keep that purple going.
The lights are looking good, bud. Well,
Thanks,
bud,
man.
Let's get into this, shall we?
Where are we starting? This list is long. We got a lot to talk about today.
I agree, man. Let's see, man. First of all, let's talk about some of the cool stuff we've got going on inside ix right now. Ton of different streamers getting promoted to the affiliate position. Since the last episode, Trom, who we got, man? I think a few.
Since our last episode of TOPix, we got 5 affiliate streamers. That's no small task. ix has got 5. We got Smoke and Arrow.
We got
Smoke. Fade.
Fade.
We got Chronic.
I'm with it.
Rising, dude. And the pretty boy Vex himself.
Bro, and a lot of these guys worked for so long. Like Chronic was going grinding. We got a hold of him. We got a hold of the stream. Good kid, good content. I'm so stoked that kid made it.
Great kid. Absolute great kid.
And then, dude, Smoking Arrow too. I've been seeing him grinding every day lately, trying to get there. So, big props to him. Fade. Good content. That stream's gonna continue to blow up. I'm sure of it. And then Vex. Come on, dude. I don't even need to speak on that little devil.
Pretty boy himself.
Good God, what a beast that kid is.
Little southern pretty boy.
Man, I love that kid. I love playing with that kid. We've been playing Hyperscape, man. You dig Hyperscape?
Hyperscape is a great game, dude. It's new. I don't know if everyone in this podcast have ever played it, heard about it. I suggest you hop in one of our streamers. Gravity streams it a lot. Vex streams it a lot. It's a whole different game.
I have a mild addiction right now to Hyperscape, bro.
It's a whole different game style. You have to think differently. Yeah. You have to play differently. It's a nice relief from our normal, or at least my normal, Call of Duty.
100%, man. I'm so used to playing COD that, a lot of you guys here that already know me know I'm pretty much strictly COD. I've always been that way. I have other games that I toy around with and I play, but ultimately I always end up back at COD, and it's just the way that it is. And for me, Hyperscape was a good break during a lot of the Warzone problems they were having with hackers and with bad updates and gun glitches and problems. I know, but they're working on it, and true. Good. It's good to see some progress being made at least, and so for me, Hyperscape's been, like you said, a nice relief, something just a break, and it's new, man. I keep telling Vex, it's either gonna blow up or it's gonna fizzle out.
It's 100% gonna blow up. I can see the competitive side of this go crazy, dude.
Yeah, 100%. I know they do it in other countries and stuff like that, which is great, but jumping off the Hyperscape train and doubling back over to Call of Duty, Season 5, big changes, for the most part. Still some more changes needing to be made, but with Season 5 release, we've now got, as of yesterday, a Call of Duty Cold War 2020 release trailer, man. What's your opinion? What's your opinion after seeing the event, everything? Give me it all.
So the event was interesting. Playing in the event was very interesting. How they brought it into Warzone, and you had to search for certain things, and they kept throwing little bits of little clues at you, and then they gave you that video at the end, which I mean, it was interesting, and I liked it. I think that they could have done more for it, like they normally do for all these other CODs that have released. But I mean, what do we got? September 26th is the big release. So we'll wait for that till to see what we actually think about the gameplay, because we didn't see any gameplay.
I agree,
And that's
man.
my deciding factor.
They gave you that one little snippet at the end.
Yeah.
But I here's a crazy, check this theory out, bro. I was watching, I don't remember who it was, but they were at the very end when they showed that little multiplayer snippet that everybody thinks is multiplayer. I heard somebody say that was the next Warzone map. Where they're in that desert with the chopper gunner and dudes were on buggies and stuff, which kind of was cool in my opinion. Like if that's the case, after being in Verdansk, to have a desert map would be, a trip and something new for sure.
Desert style they showed that little swamp area. From what I've been reading, there's gonna be like downtown Miami.
I saw that
sets, and I did read. Now don't quote me on this, but I did read that Dead Silence is going back to a perk, which
Let's go.
That is something that I've been wanting.
I think deep down we all have, brother. There's a lot of things about Modern Warfare that obviously it's a good game. Overall, it's a good game. Compared to games like Infinite Warfare and the way that COD was going, Black Ops 4 was good, but I'm excited for this one more than I was excited for Black Ops 4, which might sound weird. It's just I kind of am ready for a break of Modern Warfare.
Agreed.
But I am an Infinity Ward fan boy personally. I prefer a lot of their games because I started on Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 is my go-to game of all time. But yeah, I'm still interested. And like any COD, we're all gonna pick it up. We're all gonna play it. We're all gonna grind the heck out of it for the first couple months. So I'm excited to see with like all the development hiccups what comes together in the end. But I do agree with you on the Warzone part. The way they integrated some of that stuff in, really cool. They could have done some more still, but the blackout over the map writing and the little tasks you had to do, and then to unlock the blueprint and the camo, and that was cool, bro. I thought that was actually pretty cool.
The one thing that I did read up about Cold War that I'm not a fan of is they're keeping the same ranking system that we have now.
Oh yeah. Skill-based matchmaking.
The skill-based matchmaking, yeah. So
I miss League play.
I wish they would bring it back to what they did in Black Ops 4.
Definitely.
For me, that's the way I think it should be. But hey, I don't create the games; I just play them.
That's right, man. Well, speaking of creating games, man, how about some of this new Fall Guys, bro, taking the world by storm?
Oh man, I don't know.
That's wild. I'm not saying it's my game. I get the appeal to it 100%.
And you know what? If you're a funny, I think it appeals a lot to streamers. Like if you're a funny streamer and you can keep someone active and cracking jokes, I think you can have a lot of fun with that in the stream perspective. For me, it's not really my type of game. I thought about buying it. I got this brand new PC. I thought about buying it, but I don't know, man.
It crossed my mind too, streaming it, but at the end of the day, if I don't have a controller in my hand, I'm not going to be. I know you can. There's that whole, you can hook your controller to. I just don't have the desire to play the game that bad that makes me want to hook up my controller and go through that whole deal. But man, I watched some of it. It is entertaining.
Some of it though.
Yeah, bro, I'd end up breaking the controller, man, for sure.
I'd be punching my monitor or something, dude.
Yeah, dude. Some people are having a lot of success with it, and my thing is I think it's just more of a bubble. I don't see it lasting. It's not going to be around for a long time. I think it's like a party game. It's very fun. It's fun to watch, so it's great for content creators. But I just don't see it being super competitive. Like teams aren't gonna pick organizations, and they're not gonna be picking up Fall Guy pros. Maybe I'm wrong, but
no, there's no way. The way the game, the actual game modes are set up inside of the game, there's no way to make that competitive.
But we'll see. I mean, only time will tell, really. But it's interesting nonetheless.
I hope they make me put my foot in my mouth, and they do make a competitive scene. And I hope people make some big money off it, but I just personally I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've already made money off it for sure, but long term they'll
Yeah.
continue to with skins, and like any other game, microtransactions are the thing right now. So
Right.
but you know, hopping off some of the game talk, kind of going back to our organization, ixEsports. We are growing rapidly, man. The Discord server is blowing up, and inside the Discord server, we've got something new for all the aspiring streamers that are a part of our organization, or people that are not yet in our server. Feel free to hop in there. From Infinite Graphics, we've been provided with over 5 different types of overlays for your stream, for your camera overlay, for the overall screen overlay, and I'll just say some of them are actually pretty sweet. They're all black and white themes.
Absolutely great.
And there'll be more on the way here in the future, but I highly recommend checking those out if you're an aspiring streamer looking to bring your stream up to the next level. And speaking of that, you know, going off of that TOPix, wink, we have new stream tutorial videos going to be coming out here within the next month. Probably before you see the next podcast, we'll have the first one up. What we'll be doing with that is we'll be doing a basic program from step 1 to step done of how to start, create, and manage your stream through Streamlabs and OBS. I know there's a lot of other people that do videos like that online right now, but as soon as you're done with that, you'll be able to go on a once a week meeting with Trom inside the Discord, and he's gonna personally walk everyone through you know, the same things that we cover or whatever it is that they need help with.
Let me dive into that just a little bit of my ideas of what we talked about before this podcast. So we talked about in episode 1 that we are an affiliate machine. Like that has been our little like go-to phrase. We're an affiliate machine. So a lot of the streamers that we have coming into IX, they haven't done it before. They don't know what's going on. They want to dabble. They want to make it a job, and we've come across a lot of the same questions from multiple different streamers. So we had a conversation with our admin and our leadership team, and we're like, let's make some videos to help from exactly what Grav said, from like the beginning to getting a full stream going. We're gonna make this, I think we said, what, Grav, every month, once a month or once a week, we said?
I mean, to start it, we'll probably do bi-weekly, maybe every 2 weeks, maybe alternating weeks in between. Like we'll do 2 videos a week, and then the opposite 2 weeks that we don't produce a video. Maybe those are the times that you can be in the Discord on a one-on-one or a one-on group scenario.
I think that's the way we should do it. We should definitely, you come into the Discord if you're listening to this and you want to learn how to set up your stream. We'll hop in one of our channels and I can pull up my screen and show you guys literally how to get into Streamlabs OBS and start from creating an account to actually having a full-blown stream setup.
It's something to be proud of, you know what I mean? Especially,
yeah.
I know for me when I started, I know you as well. We've helped each other. We've worked a lot with each other on upping our streams to the next level and so on and so forth. So to be able to have had that direct contact with somebody when I was starting would have been something that would have probably sped up my process exponentially. So I think that's something cool that we can offer to not only our organization but incoming people to our organization. That's something that you and I can do. Outside of that, we have other things in the works right now. Obviously, the big one would be the apparel, which is coming very soon. We're more than halfway done.
Big things.
Waiting on a couple items still. We've got some back. We've got a whole lot complete, and we got a couple more that they're working on. We just got to get it perfect, man. There's no sense in putting out something that's not going to, you know, make you guys proud. So that's, at the end of the day, that's the goal. But that's one of them. We've got Mixology returning here shortly with the 3rd episode, which is our in-house cocktail service. Basically, we teach you how to make a cocktail from start to finish. Maybe eventually we do some on-stream taste tests. What do you think, Trom?
On-stream taste test? That actually could be pretty interesting.
I'm just thinking
he's throwing stuff at me right here. We didn't even talk about this. I like it.
I'm just thinking about because
I like it.
Episode 1 was a spicy margarita, and I'm a spicy watermelon margarita. Let me correct that, because if that doesn't sound good to you, you're just weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's delicious.
Absolute dweeb.
But to be able to try one on stream would be pretty solid. I think would be pretty fun. Maybe that's something that we can do, man.
That could be something cool. We bring
to have
people
fun,
in and
just to have some fun, you know.
Yeah,
but
that could be cool.
Look out for that. We've had ix Fatality and ix Complexity do some videos. We've got Sigler Gaming and PC do a video as well. We've got a couple other things going with mixology, so look forward to that. That's in the pipeline, guys. That's coming soon. And Warzone Wednesday. Trom, what's Warzone Wednesday?
Warzone Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, well, not every Wednesday, let me correct that. So on a Wednesday, we're going to be posting a bunch of Warzone clips. Let me correct myself real quick. We're going to be posting videos and clips of all of our Warzone streamers, and not even streamers. You come into IX, you do something crazy in Warzone, you clip it and send it to us, and we're promoting you on our socials.
Yeah, man, these are really sweet videos too. Again, intro, outro videos provided by Infinite Graphics too, that just bring these things up to the next level. We've got a good editing team that puts these things together. They are a lot of work. We do need everybody that is a part of our organization and that's got interesting Warzone clips to send those in. We can't help build the brand, individual brands, if you're not sending us your stuff to do it with, you know. So keep that in mind. That's something really big for Warzone Wednesdays. It's a collaborative effort through the movement. We need everybody for that, and we need good stuff, you know. Don't send us weird stuff. I know there's a couple weirdos in there,
sitting in a corner of a house and waiting for the last circle. We don't want those.
Dead silence on in a corner. Sounds like somebody I used to know. No, I'm kidding. No. And if
but,
you know
what?
Go ahead.
No, sorry. We're talking about the Warzone Wednesdays, and we're talking about all our socials right now. We have one other really interesting thing. So Grav talked about the jerseys and our apparel and everything. We really hyped up on episode 1 our jerseys, and as you can see, me and Grav are wearing them. They're absolutely phenomenal. We're doing some cool graphics with everyone who's owning an IX jersey and IX apparel, and we're going to be Let's talk a little bit more about that, Grav. Get into that.
Yeah, we've got one of our admin producing player cards essentially that are going to show and highlight our players, and some of these are already done and complete for the people that have sent in photos of them in their jersey. We've been able to complete roughly 8 to 10 of them. They look phenomenal, by the way. They are really cool, and there's going to be 2 different types of content centered around these player cards. One that talks more essentially about the player and their biography. Very short, very sweet, but you get to know the player a little better. And the other one being a little bit of their own personal content, whether it be streaming or clipping or just any part of their game, even if it's comp gameplay, it's going to highlight that in a video format. So it's a good way for our individuals out there who have taken the time to represent IX in the most fashionable way possible, for us to represent you looking good and you know, just out there dominating essentially. What better way to dominate than in one of these silky smooth, god, these things are so comfortable. I could sleep in this thing.
They really are, dude. Like, I know you've said it and we've talked about it in the Discord, but wait till you guys get your jerseys in. These things are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say over the top, but I will say, in that apparel, that first collection that we have coming, there'll be some heads turning. The stuff that we've got is clean, and I mean clean. Like, if you thought this was good, wait till you see what's next, because it's exponentially tenfold better, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I think that's one thing, that those player cards are really going to be great for our individuals here. So if you have your jersey, get in touch with admin in the server, and we will get you a card made up. You know, we'll get you looking good, and get something out there that we can all be proud of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, not only is it great promotion for IX, it's literally great promotion for your own personal brand. I mean, like, I can't wait for my card to come out, and it's gonna have all my social links on it. It's gonna be great.
I've seen your card, bud. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, they look phenomenal. I'm super proud of them.
Amazing. She did an amazing job.
Shout out to Divinity, one of our administrators for the organization. Just kind of spearheaded this project on her own, and has just, I mean, slam dunk, dude. Knocked it out of the park. Any other sports analogies you got, she did it. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of them. I think everybody else will be too. So kind of thinking of those player cards and those jerseys. One of the reasons we have one of these is to represent our teams, and we've recently gone through a rebranding with 2 of our competitive COD teams.
Sure did.
We've got Movement, who Trom is co-captain of, previously known X Squad. We've got a great team there, so check out Team Movement in the server. They're a good group of guys, good group of players, growing every time they play. Scrims, all kinds of stuff, what you would expect from a competitive team, they're doing. We've got Inspire as well. Who's captaining up Inspire right now?
We got 2 co-captains. We got our southern boy,
sweet
Vexy,
little Vex,
and we got our mixologist, Complexity.
That's right, man. That sounds amazing. But they literally are two good guys. They counter each other so well. One's completely different than the other, and that's why I love them in charge of that team. And
same with Movement, man.
Yeah, man. Guilty's a really good guy, man.
My co-captain, Guilty. We're 2 different people, and we bounce off each other, ideas and
play styles.
When I'm going off the top, being crazy angry Boston style, he calms me down
with this sweet little Canadian
little
charm,
chowder style going on.
But outside of the original 2 teams that we had, now Movement and Inspire, we've now brought on a 3rd team, a good group of new guys, and they've assumed the name ixEvolution. So be on the lookout for them. They're in fast approach to doing something big, man. They recently
big things coming up from them.
Recently, we're accepted into the Alpha Esports League, so they'll be in an amateur league, playing with a lot of other, heavy hitters, bro. So these guys are captained by Provoke. These guys are all new to our group, but damn, they're great players, and I personally am stoked to have them here with us. I'm excited to see what they can do, what we can do together, and I think that to have those 3 teams set in stone with each other, to be able to play against each other, scrim against each other, we can do everything in-house if we needed to. But, they're out there finding scrims. They're out grinding every day. So I appreciate that, and I look forward to seeing some cool stuff from them, bro. You got a chance to talk to any of them? What do you think?
So I was actually in their scrim yesterday, and, things didn't go the way we wanted, but, in a comp team, that's what happens. You win some, you lose some. I mean, look at the CDL. I mean, top teams are losing to freaking Ultra. Like, what happened there? But like, they have a good head on their shoulders. I've been in their chat, their private chat for their team, and they're figuring everything out. They recently picked up a few new players, so they're grinding out the bumps. And dude, this is gonna be a great thing for IX. They're going places. I can see it.
I think so too, man. I really do. I think, just from the conversations that I've had with them, that they display ambition. That's my favorite thing in people.
They
when
want
they're
to be good.
That's
yeah,
exactly.
They want to be good.
I love ambition. That's my favorite thing in people. When they don't mind grinding it out themselves or figuring it out themselves, that's somebody to have on your team. You know what I mean? And when you can get a group together like that, man.
And
boundless.
If you're listening to the podcast, right? You listen to the podcast and you're like, okay, they're talking about some COD competitive teams. Hey, we're an overall organization looking to get into every platform possible. We're looking to get into every game. We want a pro Apex team.
We got
want
Fortnite.
a pro R6 team. We want a pro Fortnite team. If there's a comp version of a game out there, we want to be involved. So join the Discord, talk to us, talk to admin. We're gonna get you guys a place if you're playing competitively in a game.
Well, and in many ways, we already are, in some sense. We have players that play Valorant. We have players that play Apex, R6, like you said, Fortnite, PUBG, Hyperscape, COD. Like, it's pretty multifaceted in that sense. And a lot of guys already independently compete in some of those things. I know some of our Valorant guys are actually pretty nasty. But it's a matter of just getting the management perfected and the rosters completed. So if you're out there and you're listening and it's something that you're interested in, feel free, man. I will leave a link to our Discord in every possible channel that this podcast will be produced in, so that you can find a way in. And if you find your way in there, get in, get to know our community. We've got great people doing great things. So there is still opportunities on separate teams. We are a pretty inclusive bunch and supportive group as well. That's, again, doubling back on episode 1. That's what the movement is, man. So, I mean, it's something that I'm very proud of, and I love seeing some of these guys, like we were talking about the streamers, some of these guys that have been grinding and trying and pushing to be able to break through those goals, you know what I mean, and see what it's like, not get discouraged, but to just keep pushing on, because that's super frustrating sometimes when you just feel like you're treading water, you know.
As an overall organization sense, like, we are the organization. We talked about this in podcast 1, episode 1, where we are a family. You come in here, you're coming to grind. You have these goals set, and we're going to do everything in our power to help you guys out.
I agree, man. Like, and that's the thing, that everybody sees it too as individuals. Like, there's people that come in and they're kind of don't want to do the work, and then there's others that have no problem getting their hands dirty. They're present, they're communicative, they're involved. They put their nose in to be involved, you know. And that's how you get to know people, you know. Even in the real world, like, you have to be assertive. You have to put yourself in the middle in order for, you know, people to notice you. And the same thing with the stream. It's such an oversaturated platform and idea, especially since like all the COVID stuff, the influx that you've seen in streaming. You have a lot of competition, and unless, you know, you dignify yourself as something that's different, or someone that's different, or you have something that stands apart, that's what you have to have, you know, in order to catch some of that notice. And the same thing goes for when you come to our server and you want to get to know the community. Like, not everybody's going to approach you at once. Some people are shy. A lot of you guys listening are probably shy, but you know, when you come in, it's a great group of people that will support what you do, as long as you're grinding and showing your ambition, you know. Absolutely, but I had a couple other things, man. I mean, obviously we could go talk about the new Xbox, that new PlayStation coming out, the console,
the PlayStation. What is that? The
last great console wars, I hear.
I mean, they're basically computers now, so like, what's the point of having a console?
I mean, everybody's pretty much in consensus that like these are the last ones that you'll probably see before you just see like Xbox and PlayStation branded PCs, because they're essentially at the same point now, to where, you know, if you're going to spend that kind of money on a console, unless you're just strictly trying to play console, there's really no reason to get just console anymore.
Yeah.
But I'd like to flex and say I'd buy both, but I'll probably stick with my brand. I've always been personally involved with Xbox. I've always, since the OG Xbox, that's what I've been on. We've got other consoles here at the house, the Switch and PlayStation and stuff like that, but I always end up back on this one, you know, and this is where the majority of the people that I communicate with reside, so it just makes sense for me. But on the flip side, I will say I like the whole discless option that they're giving you now for just digital copies.
Agreed.
I've personally had some disc trays go bad on me, disc drives go bad, and that's a frustrating thing. But you know, talking about Xbox, man, what do you think of this free Xbox Live rumor? Are they gonna have to do that?
I mean, it's been rumored around. You go to any Intel site you want to look at, and it's been rumored. I feel like they have to. If you're going to be putting the price out on these consoles at what they are, and then you got to pay for the game, I mean, what the hell? It ain't costing you anything to let us play for free, man.
I agree, and I think that to compete with PC, there's a lot of things on PC you don't need to pay for in order to play. And again, that's going to be their greatest competition over time as these prices increase and these specs increase for both platforms. You know, against the PC, they're going to have to continue to find ways to retain people, and why they shouldn't have a PC, essentially. So I think free to play is going to be a real big thing, more than likely for both consoles, because I know that Xbox, they took away their year. You can't membership anymore. So
it's monthly now,
yeah, that was kind of the indicator to me that something might be changing in that field, you know.
And there was talks where PlayStation said that they weren't going to go to a free model and all that, but I mean, we'll see. What do we have? The holidays this year, they're dropping, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I've had a day one Xbox One forever, so I'm ready. I'm due for an upgrade. I'm due for one, man, you know. So if anybody's out there listening and wants to go ahead and send a couple Xbox Ones this way for a few promotions, let me know. We'll make some deals.
Great reviews we'll talk about. My only issue right now is, so like, talking about COD and talking about all these other games and these new consoles, we all know that PlayStation has the deal with Call of Duty. So I don't know. I might have to buy one. We'll see.
And I mean,
But
the big argument is always on those exclusives, man. You know, we got Spider-Man, we got Avenger. Like, I want to contest just being an Xbox fan, but I can't on certain games.
I mean, listen, I love Xbox, and I've been with Xbox forever. But this COD stuff, I mean, that's my home. Call of Duty is my home, and
He needs it a month early.
You know,
I
gotta
agree.
pre-order it. You know,
I agree, man. I agree.
can't wait for that.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, if you guys are in the stream right now and you're tuned in, go ahead and feel free to start dropping your questions in the chat.
Absolutely.
Here in a few minutes, Traum and I will go over a few of the questions, and we'll try to knock as many of them out as we possibly can before we take off for the. I was gonna say the stream, but it's a multifaceted operation now.
Hey, before we get into this, hold on. We forgot some huge news right now.
What you got, bud?
We forgot to talk about the doc.
Oh, dude, you're
How
right.
are we gonna forget the doc, dude?
You're right.
He had a 24-hour stream with what, like 500,000 viewers.
Man.
In there, and he wasn't even on the screen. That's
doc.
what we inspired to do, dude.
The doc has returned full force.
Like, what?
That guy's crazy, man. His stuff is so fun to watch, though. Like, it's kind of like a train wreck. You just can't not look. This dude's nuts. I love him.
He's one of the most entertaining streamers I've ever watched. And even though his gaboy is absolute trash, sorry, Doc, we know the truth. His stream overall.
Hey, I don't know.
Best. I don't know, man.
Hey, that boy can snipe.
He's
the two-time.
He is the two-time.
You can't deny it.
What was it yesterday or today? He had that tournament, didn't do so well in, but that's okay.
He's got like an 8 foot 3 inch vertical leap or some shit. I don't know what he says, but
I've
dude's
seen
huge.
pictures of him at the Twitch cons and all that. Where dude, he's a monster.
He is. He's insanely large. He's very big.
You see that he's rocking a new headset?
Which one?
Prototype design from Turtle Beach. It's not even out in the public right now.
Really? I've been eyeballing that new JBL headset, man.
You know me. I am 100% loyal to my Astros, baby.
I like my Steel Series, bro. Steel Series, if you're out there, again, hit me up, bud.
Astro, Tromex King, you know where I'm at.
Don't do it. I'm just playing.
Hey, I've been reading. I've been trying to look down and read some of these questions. There's some really good questions here going on right now.
There is, man. Go ahead.
So I saw from where did it go? Supreme Salt 1. What's up? How you doing?
What's up, Salt?
He asked, how old do you have to be to have a chance to get an IX? Grab, let's talk about that. You get into that.
Yeah, man. So a lot of that's dictated in our server. If you join our Discord, we do, for the most part, there's a little bit of gray area here where there is a 16-year-old age limit. And a lot of that can be bent. We do have some users and some members that are younger than that. That's really based off of maturity level. So we will be inclusive to anyone right off the bat. So it doesn't really matter what age you are. You can come into the server. You can feel free to interact with the community. However, if immaturity becomes like overboard or there's trolling and just anything really toxic, we have to sever that tie for obvious reasons. So for that reason, most of the time, by the time you're 16, you're kind of out of a lot of that trollish ways. Some people not so much, but some people mature earlier too, and we can respect that and understand that, you know what I mean? To where if you're mature enough, you're out there being ambitious, grinding, doing something, trying to follow the goal, we will follow you and run with you. But you have to also meet us on the same level, essentially.
Agreed. Let's read another one. It's coming from Ghost Glue. He's in our
Ghost.
server. He's a streamer. He's grinding that affiliate out right now. He's asking, is there gonna be hats? Grav, is there gonna be hats?
You're the hat guy, you know.
Hey, you ain't taking this one off.
I'm not gonna say what is or is not in collection 1, just because I have a obligation to the others, the other admin and the other people that have been paying to have this stuff done and designed and have it redone and have it triple redone to make sure that it's absolutely right. I will tell you, whatever comes out in collection 1, you're probably going to want to cop every piece of it.
I'll cop it too.
But and I'm just being realistic. It's actually that fresh. Like I'm very picky with certain clothes. A lot of times I just wear blank colors or
You're
very
picky on
basic
everything,
stuff.
bud.
Yeah, so what? You know what I mean? Like I have good taste. But
So,
this stuff that's coming, bro. I mean, for the people that have seen, there's a couple people that have seen like one or two things maybe slip through the pipeline. It's nasty. You have my word.
so Grav is like, we run a 4-tier. We talked about this, I believe, in topic 1. We run a 4-person admin with a couple leadership roles underneath it, and I can promise you guys one thing: our admin puts their time and their effort into everything that goes IX, and there's so much behind the scenes that our members don't need to know. Don't need to know is not the right word. There's a lot of nitty gritty stuff that
You just
they
needed to
handle
put a
with.
yet at the end of that. Just don't need to know yet. Because if I
Yeah,
show you
right.
or we show you something that's in prototype or that's not going to be the final product and you don't like it, it'll discourage you from what we actually have coming. So I can tell you some of this stuff's been in work since February. It just takes time to do it right. That's the baseline of it.
I was just trying to hype up your character, dude. I was just trying to let everyone know that our admin are picky bunch of people, and
Well,
they won't let anything go in IX unless it's perfect.
Well, and Trom, for the admin, there's 4 of us. There's myself currently. There's Velocity, as a friend of mine, and a gaming partner for over 10 years, going on like 13 years. I've known and worked with him on various different ventures together. Some have been awesome successes, others have not, and that's how you continue to learn. Another one is Infinity too. He's been here since day 1 of IX's inception, and really, I mean, there's a lot of people doing work here. This guy's doing work here, and he's representing every single person, which is nasty, bro. Like, I don't know where he gets the time to do half the stuff that he does, because I think I'm busy, but that guy's always dropping something in one of the chats or in my inbox. It just blows my mind. And the guy's talent is superior by far. And we have Divinity too. She's one of the females in our team, along with Trom's wife Brooke. But Divinity, Brooke, yeah. Brooke's bad to the bone, man. That chick can game, I'll tell you what. But Div is one of a kind. She's the Southern Charm. She's the nuclear bomb that goes off when it needs to. She is
When it needs to.
She's the hammer and the feather. She'll love you if you need to be loved, or she will crack you in half instantaneously. One shot, Div, bro. Just good night.
Oh god,
She's got
she's a monster, bro.
No, hey, but that's the thing is, if you take the time to get to know her, God, that chick is she's so one of a kind.
She's a great person, dude. 100%.
She's such a well balanced person to have with the other 3 of us that are in the admin positions, because she's just she's real, and she keeps people accountable, and she does what she says she's gonna do. She follows through. She has great intentions. And I'm super proud to have her here, man. She's a huge help to me individually, and I'm super stoked she's here. And moving beyond that, we've recently added 2 leadership roles, one being yours, my man, and the other one going to Big Vex.
Vexy boy.
What do you think so far, man?
So, I mean, there was a lot of things that I didn't know about that was going on that obviously I didn't need to know at the time. But getting involved in it, honestly, I just got to say thank you to admin. I got to say thank you to the members of IX for listening to me and coming to me with concerns and stuff. I think it's a role that I'm obviously in love with, and we're just gonna. I know I've talked to Vex a lot about this. We're just gonna grind out, and we're gonna do everything that we need to do to get IX to grow.
Yeah, man. I think having you guys here pulls a lot of weight off our shoulders too, and with we have a vision. We want that vision to take place, but we also need people that can enforce the guidelines to get to that vision, and a lot of times I feel like I'm juggling, the others feel like they're juggling, and to be able to have you and Vex here, it's gonna pull a lot of pressure off of us on stuff that we should not be dealing with right now, as far as focusing on the growth. We can figure out that plan as we move forward, but having the enforcement behind it to help us get there, just the day-to-day management, the moderation of the server, the supportiveness to other streamers, the play time with other gamers. There's so much more that goes into the leadership role that, you know, I'm congratulations to both of you for making it there, because that's a lot of progress, you know, that you guys have both put in the work and the loyalty and the dedication that you guys have shown is the reason that we feel comfortable handing off some responsibility to people we can trust with it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you both being here. I know the other admin do as well. And that's something that I'm excited about moving forward with, because now I can feel like I can run at 10 other new things, you know, which is just going to breathe a lot of life into the org, you know, and make some people pretty happy.
There's a question here from Ghost. It's kind of I know what Grav's answer is going to be. So before I read the question, let me just think. This is what Grav's going to say. He's going to say that is the dream, but we'll see what he says. So Ghost asks, would IX get a gaming house for the younger people?
That's a dream.
Tell me you haven't said that.
I never said that was a dream.
You want us all to move to Cali. You know it's true.
I'm already here, bro.
I know you are, but I'm on the other side of the damn country.
The whole gaming house thing kind of died for a while. Like the idea of what gaming houses were, they kind of died off as
Fortnite. Yeah, you're right.
As individuals came through, but it's kind of making a comeback now. I'm started seeing some teams do it. I personally think it's a great idea when you're around other people that inspire you and that are pushing you to do cool things. That's gonna drive your personal goals even further, and you're gonna do the same for them. The more you're in front of people doing things, the more you're gonna do them as well, and it's just gonna be like a very cohesive, active group. You know what I mean? So for me, yeah, man, I think that I would like to see something like that happen in the future. It would be, I mean, who wouldn't want to have two houses, right? Mansions right next door to each other. The IX Stream House and then the IX Content House. I'm down with it. Or we'll just go the 100 Thieves route and get a whole compound. Fuck it.
I'm down with it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I would love to see this organization grow to the point where that's a possibility. You know, it really depends on how well collectively we all continue to grow this.
I mean, that's the vision right there. We want to grow.
Definitely, man. Definitely. What about, I saw one come through a few minutes ago. It was from Tanks NA. He said, what's going on with Trom Tourneys? Why don't we talk about this real quick, bud?
The Chowder Tourney. What?
The first annual Chowder Bowl. Chowder Bowl.
The crowd in the background screaming. So,
Chowder.
I wanted to do something for the members of IX, right? I wanted to do something where it was going to be fun. There was a little bit of competition, and there was a little reward. So we talked about Brook EEE earlier. Me and my wife, we talked about it. And we're like, well, what can we do? And I was like, hell, why don't we play a small gunfight tournament? So I put it out to all the members, and again, it's happening this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe I put it at.
16 team bracket.
16 team bracket. Again, we still need 2 teams to join up. Wink, we need two teams.
Two teams. If you're out there and you want to join up, now's the time.
So the prize is gonna be a $25 Amazon gift card. Again, we're starting off small, but if this continues to grow, I'll do one every couple months, and maybe we'll go to a different game. Maybe we'll do Warzone. There's a lot of Warzone tournaments happening right now. Whatever the server or the family wants, I'm down to do. And I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be best of 3, 2v2 gunfight, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. The link is in Trom's Tourney as a subthread in Discord, and join up.
Man, I would love to see the growth of the tourneys. Honestly, I think there's a lot of room for potential there. Like you said, the Warzone ones, as far as Battle Royale tourneys go, that would be super interactive, super fun. If you guys like that and you have ideas for other tourneys that you think may be fun, feel free. Drop them in the chat. Drop them in the comments below. We'll read everything and go through it. Also, you know, feel free reaching out. Drop some questions for the next stream. Drop some ideas for the next topics. If you got something you want to know about, feel free to ask. We may answer. We may keep it a secret, but we may answer. Vex hates how I just say little shit. He's like, you always just give me just enough, man.
Just to keep you there. Just to keep you there and waiting.
I tell him it's not on purpose. Don't you want to love it? I want to love
the suspense. Don't you
got it at Ross.
Don't you want to grow that suspense?
Yeah, man. Of course, you want it to be.
I mean, hey, listen.
Some people call that edging.
Oh man, everyone in IX listening right now, I'm part of leadership, and I still don't know everything that Grav's coming up with. This man's got so many things that he's got going on for IX. It's unbelievable.
Y'all can thank my ADD and my horrible sleep schedule. Yeah, man, I would say look forward to a couple cool things, like we said.
Look at Pony's question. Hold on, we can't stop without Pony's question because this is gonna be fun to answer.
IX Pony.
He writes, who do you guys, in your opinion, who is going to win the Trom tourney? Well, let's start off here. Before you say anything, you're losing. And I'm talking about Grav. Grav is losing.
I'm just gonna say one thing: whoever's on Vex's team is gonna win.
Absolutely not. You know, Vex is definitely gonna be the hard carry, but that other guy, he's just trash.
1v1 me, bro.
I don't know. So there's a lot of teams in there that are really good. There's a lot of teams in there that are doing it to just have fun, which I 100%.
But there's one team in there.
No. All right, here he goes with this nonsense.
No,
we're not
trust
going
me.
there.
There's one team in there that's gonna get pork slammed for sure, and that is Swagger and Velo if he decides to show up. I'm coming for my $500 bet.
$500 bet between these two teams.
I'm coming for my money. Swagger, go down to the bank, hit the ATM. I want it cash. You're gonna come bring it to me too. It's gonna be that.
Hundos.
It's gonna be that bad of a beating. You're gonna have to come to me and bring me my money.
So just so everyone knows, there is no. We're doing randomized bracket, so I don't even know what team is going to be facing what team. But hopefully we get to this $500 sub bet going on, and hopefully that's the last game.
It's gonna be pure destruction. Vex and I have already talked.
Anyone in IX who wants to podcast this, hit me up on DM and we're going to talk about this. If you're outside of IX right now and you know that you're great at podcasting, join up on the server, shoot me a message, Trom on the Discorder.
Yeah, we have room. We have room for a casting position that would be great for someone that could intelligently speak, knows the games. If you're out there and you're listening,
grinding for affiliate, possibly.
Yeah, you're within the server already. And you're grinding for affiliate, you're gonna get the viewership for those streams for sure. So hit up admin, hit up leadership, hit up Trom. Any of us can answer your questions regarding that. It would be a great opportunity for somebody to really give themselves a quick bump, but it also comes with the price that you got to do it well. You know what I mean? We want to do it right.
Yeah.
One last thing too here before we start wrapping this guy up, brother. We got Toxicity bringing up. Don't forget the Rising versus Toxicity R6 game. So, Toxicity is this self-proclaimed U.S. captain of our R6 team. Rising is the appointed captain for our R6 EU team, which is our European team. We got a good group over there. They grind together all the time playing R6. If it's something that seems interesting to you, we will have that probably from both of their channels available to stream. You'll be able to get the information in our Discord as well for that exact thing. And I think that Toxicity is probably going to put his foot in his mouth and get slapped around.
I can't wait to watch that as well.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he shows me. He's over there grinding. He's running on the treadmill and shit right now playing. Like
working out those thumbs.
I can hear like the Rocky music in the background. The kids are just grinding. Who knows? But I'll definitely be watching though. It'll be fun to see. It'll be fun to listen to all the shit talk. You know, I'm a fan of that, bro.
All right, so we're about that time to wrap this whole thing up, right? Because
yes, sir.
I don't know about IX. Even though we are part of admin and leadership and we do all this other stuff, we love to game. So we're gonna hop off here in game. But there's one more topic, Grav. And
what you got, baby?
The CDL, because we all know we got the big event happening this weekend. We got it's gonna start off with the Huntsmen versus the Ravens. the London Royal Ravens. Hopefully, the Ravens lose. Sorry, Wuskin. You know I watch your streams, but I hope you lose. And then we got FaZe against Empire, and hopefully, FaZe gets smacked. Grab's a FaZe fan, not me. I'm all about the Huntsman.
I just called it since day one, and I stuck by it. I said there. That's.
I
watched them all.
I've been riding that Huntsman train since they even came out with who was on the team.
Hey, if you're in the chat right now or you're reading the comments, feel free to comment your favorite CDL team, and also comment how much Trom not only looks but sounds like Scump. That's his idol. He said he thinks that he came out of the womb the same time that Scump did.
I did. We were identical twins.
A lot of people know that Scump goes by an alias of Scumper Jumper. Trom goes by the alias of Scumper Dumper. And but I watched all the teams series 1, and I just picked ATL. I like some of their players. I run and gun.
They got a stacked file.
They're a bunch of fast players. I like that. I just picked them to win, and I personally think that that's the way it'll go. I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
You will be. You will be. It's all right. You will be.
But hey,
my Huntsman boys are gonna take that.
Yeah, I doubt it, but we'll see, bud. If you're out there though, and you're a fan of the CDL, comment something that you like in the stream, or feel free on YouTube when this gets posted to tell us your favorite team and why. There's a lot of good teams out there. See if you can't predict who wins. But wrapping this guy up, Trom, I appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you,
man. I always have a good time doing this with you.
Dude, I love you.
Well, I don't know, but I love you more a little bit. But for you guys listening out there, you can find a copy of this. If you didn't catch the live stream, the interactive live stream, you can catch a version of this on Spotify, on Stitcher, on SoundCloud, or you can catch the recorded version that does show Trom and I here having a great time with our beautiful jersey, lovely backdrop. Excuse me, on YouTube as well, and you can find any of those pages by just looking up ixEsports. It's pretty simple, and that's on every single social site that is exactly the same, ix_esports. You can find us at Twitter, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook. We out there, man. Come through, check us out, see what we got going on. Join the family, man. Join the movement, bro. We are gaining speed right now, and I'm super stoked for things coming up here before the end of the year. Gonna blow a lot of minds. With that being said, Trom,
hey,
we outie?
We outie.
Y'all take it easy, man. We outie.
Bye, guys.
Later. Thanks for watching.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.